Welcome everybody back to the final streamed game of the day. I'm your host Chahi. Thank you so much for coming by. We kind of had to do a little bit of an audible with the way that the matches were being streamed. We lost our co-caster Manthus. However, we are getting into game right now. So thank you so much for sticking by, you guys. Welcome the final two teams. I believe we got, let me pull up my list here. We've got God Alliance versus Smooches. These are the wrong overlays. God Alliance versus Smooches, you guys. Again, this is the third match of the day for these teams. So they are a little bit, you know, they've got a little bit of experience under their belt in terms of what to expect going into this match. And it looks like the map of choice is going to be Icebox. I'm particularly a fan of this map. I know not many people are, but really I'm just a fan of the different corridor sizes. There's a lot of opportunities for close angles. There's a lot of opportunities for long angles, and it looks like we're going to see our second fade of the day here on the stream. As the final 10 seconds coming down for the defenders, they need to lock in. We do get to see our first jet of the day too. I'm excited for that one. As maybe we didn't get any 2 lock-ins. We might have to do a recount here. Nope, the lock-ins come in. It's a Chamber and a Sage. So we've got mirror matchups in the Vipers, mirror matchups in the Sovas, mirror matchups in the Chambers. And then the way that the utility falls after that and the duelist falls after that, kind of different actually. No duelists coming out for this attacking side, which I have to double check which team the attacking side is. And it does look like God Alliance are defending first, so Smooches are set to attack. Let's see if we do actually have some sweet overlays for this. Boom! Look at that. See, we got it together. Short notice. Can you stream on your channel? Yeah, no problem. You got, you know, you got sweet overlays with the team logos? Yeah, of course I do. And here we go. This is a standard setup for Viper on defense. Setting the wall up to try to cut off the access to that yellow. How much vision that yellow provides, the attacking side here. Chamber is going to be the one to... Chamber is going to be the one to spot it out. And I got to figure out how to change... As it does look like a trading of the guns are happening right now in B long, and KO is the one that kind of wins the duel there, pushing out the Chamber, forcing a rendezvous away. Grizzly hitting, striking middle right now, actually, for the defending squad. I have to figure out how to, I apologize, you guys. It is not letting me change to anybody but Jet or Viper, but that's okay. The plant is going down nonetheless. And right after planting, Dollar does fall. Fear gets the trade back, but Jay is there to pick up 2 more of his own. And what started as potential first blood for this Chamber ends up getting the last laugh in this round. And now let's, you know, let's figure out how to control this. WASD is not working here. I'm curious why. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we go. All we had to do was just Alt-Tab. We're good to go. We're back in the driver's seat, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 2. You're watching the Ares Series X tournament. This is week 1, round 3. Buddha choose to opt in for this fade, and I'm a fan of it. We got to see a little bit of fade happening in the second game. And really, the utility that Fade offers is just so punishable.
Where are you?
Like, you're just able to... Oh, that's not the haunt that they wanted. However, it was a haunt that they got. Oh, a quick shot from the Marshal, actually. Robbie laying the law down on this A site. But it doesn't dissuade the attackers from pushing forward. A couple of trades coming out from this maze. Robbie ended up picking up the 3K with the Marshal. A 2-man hold in the... on this A side for the defending team, and you kind of had to expect it with the economy sliding in their favor after picking up the first round, and now the scales are tipped to the attacking side as a full gun round comes out for Team Smooches. Let's see what they're able to pick up here. I'm a fan of it too. You might, you know, when it's a lower econ like this, if you are God Alliance, you do have a couple of wins under your belt. Maybe you do play these closer aggressive angles so that way you can kind of like, you know, play to the advantage of what your weapon set is. If you're playing those long corridors with a Spectre versus Vandal, you're always going to lose. But since you do have a round or so at your back, you might want to push forward. This is what we're talking about. Robbie knows the play. Robbie pushes up. Unfortunately, Robbie can't execute in round 3 here. Falls. And this 5-man squad gets to choose their pick of the litter as to which site they want to push on for. Chamber has the Headhunter, but only has 30 HP. Doesn't get spotted out by the Recon Bolt. That Viper Wall actually playing in favor of this defending squad. The goal here is to try to take one or two down with you. Not necessarily get the defuse, as look at all this util just being thrown at the direction of the defending squad. Couple of nasty swings coming out, and there's a Headhunter kill. Maybe a second one? No. The wallbang does kill Sage, followed quickly by a fade kill. And there we go. That's first round in favor of Smooches. Someone called that round a chef's kiss. No? And here we go. This is the purchasing that we were waiting to see how God Alliance were going to handle. Operator in the hands of Jay. If he can pick up a couple of kills here, you know, he's going to be really close to an early tour de force. However, equal utility available in the side of Smooches. Heavy shields all around. Drone does get pushed out early to try to gain a little bit of space, followed quickly by the Haunt and the Prowler combo. Spots out Jet near the generator, and it promptly follows up with a kill of their own. Mommy Shark, the first one to take it. Slimmy trying to hold back sight, but gets so flashed, it's ridiculous. Still ends up getting the kill. What was that? 30 HP in a dream. Playing their life at that point, and look at this lurk right now from Dollar. Oh no, a little too hasty on the peeking. Nebula getting the mirror kill in the Viper. Throwing out a snakebite, try to clear that backside. Okay, confirms no one's there. Peeks out close angle, confirms no one's there. Now peeking on backside. Here's the jumping around of Buddha, but they don't necessarily know that Fear is holding this. Haunt does come out to spot somebody out towards screens. The Operator doing work up in Nest right now. Uses the ropes to get across. Are you serious? Oh, made it all the way through enemy lines, but doesn't end up picking the kill for it. Fear just literally holding down and setting up shop right on the spike and ends up walking away with the 3 kill on the round. We're tied 2-2, you guys. We've got a game in front of us, and I'm here for it. Let me turn down the volume a little bit so that way I'm not fighting it. There. Some heavy stacking from the Smooches squad towards B.
Do not relent.
As it looks like God Alliance might be doing one of those cheeky pushes out mid, trying to gain control. Chamber's going to be the first one there. Followed by Slimmy coming down the hallway. And they've got tube control, but they completely gave up the B site as a result of it. A Prowler sent out by Buddha does confirm that there's no enemies outside yellow. There's the Recon Bolt to clear out Snowman, and this utility is just getting them headway onto site. Unfortunately, they choose to not follow up. A couple of shock darts thrown. Doesn't find a kill, doesn't find a damage. Still, 10 sets of full HP on either side. There is a res available for this defending squad, so their post-plant, their retake opportunity is favorable. Nebula does end up getting a kill. Robbie goes down, however, now Buddha's got his hands on an Operator. Ends up trying to get the swing kill, switches back to the Vandal, says that's enough of that.
I'll find you.
Sends 2 follow-up seizes to try to anchor down whoever was sitting behind that mid nest. A shock dart to clear the area. A fake plant actually coming out, and finally a rotation from the rest of this defending squad forces a 1v4 situation near impossible for Jay. However, he does have the tour de force pop, so he has to use it. Let's see if he's able to find more than one. Swings around, tries to get the wall bang. Sets up a rendezvous for a cheeky escape. Oh, no, gets spotted out by Deller, and now it's just kind of like play your life. 27 HP. Say a couple of Hail Marys and full send it. Unfortunately, doesn't find any more than that. Dollar finishes it. Gets themselves the Viper Pit, and this is a full ult economy available for Smooches. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to try to use this. Will they just full send it all on one site? Will they poke around, try to bait out a couple of false, rotations? They do have a lot to work with here. Sometimes we see the Viper ult used as a bait and switch. You Viper ult onto a site that, draws extra bodies to that site, vacating the site that the spike is heading towards, but that's not going to be something we spot just yet. Drone does come out, tags Jay onto Jenny, but he doesn't care. He's still he literally, oh, what a wall bang. And that's kind of what you get when you start playing with fire. And here we go. The Nightfall comes out, followed up by the Prowler, and it's all she wrote. Ramen is on site with the spike. A fragment come out to try to dissect the holders in half, and look, his knife is out. He gets caught with it. Goes down with the null command, still falling back on it. The plant comes out, but I just don't know if Nebula has what it takes to be able to get this job done. That's a 1v5 officially. Reviving Ramen to secure 5 bodies still alive for the Smooches squad. It was, I mean, honestly, they used 3 ults to get onto site. Like, what are you supposed to do there as defending holders? Anchoring down. You don't have many options, I'll tell you that much. Nevertheless, they still have a Viper's Pit and Tour de Force available. Let's see how God Alliance choose to rechange what they're doing here. Kind of set up with a default. It looks like Slimmy rather, is going to take control of Kitchen and maybe peek out tubes. Might come in contact with Fear first. Oh, and Mommy Shark gets the quick shot. Headhunter is no match. Buddha picks up a kill of their own. Nebula trying to get some Sheriff sprays into this Viper orb. And the Prowler promptly pushes Slimmy back into Kitchens. Robbie sitting at Boiler. And now I can't change off a Viper anymore. Rock and roll. Slimmy gets a Sheriff kill. That's actually a great pickup for this buy. This is a full eco save, and what started the round with a handgun. Now you currently have a Phantom. Robbie gets a kill on the Blade Storm. Nice pickup. Has an opportunity to take another one. First one there for their team. I really wish I could see more than just this Viper. Here we go. Alt-tab does the trick yet again. Okay, Robbie wisely waiting for the team. Recon Bolt's not going to spot much out. Knows that there's somebody around screens, but doesn't know how many. Another piece of information actually enables Robbie to swing out and get the kill before falling themselves. Slimmy picks up one. Nebula finishes the job. That retake successful. God Alliance stops the bleeding, picks up another round of their own.
Thrifty. And
what started as a eco round for them ended with 2 Phantoms and an Operator. That's a beautiful swing of momentum for the God Alliance squad, because now you have an Operator on defense, whereas you wouldn't have been able to buy one on your own. With a little bit of savings in the bank. Both teams still looking a little bit sturdy in their purchasing. As we're set for another quick B hit here. Spike's made its way over there. Everybody except for Mommy Shark, who's going to try to contest a little bit of utility and presence from the defenders at A. There's that Operator. Kind of nipping the heels of this attacking squad. Buddha forced out of the cubby he was in from the snake bite. A Prowler trying to make up its own ground right now. Sent both sides of the aisle, and that's going to prompt Nebula to back up. Toxin screen down. here we go. Spike's making its rotation towards Mommy Shark, who's gained a little bit of headway on this A site. Gonna run into Robbie first. Let's see who picks up the kill if they choose to engage in a 1v1. Shirley doesn't know that Robbie's sitting on it. He spots him out. Are you kidding me? The wallbang pick on this Jet. Gonna prompt a rotation out of this defending squad, but look at the mind games. What am I witnessing right now? This Spike is just absolutely reading the defending team like the back of their hand. They have everything they need to get onto site. They need to not hesitate here. God Alliance starting to sniff this out. 0 Point does confirm that nobody is playing the close angle. Slimmy finds Mommy Shark on the lurk, and there's the Viper Pit to secure the plant. We're looking at a 4v4 right now with 20 seconds. The plant does end up going down, and an actually contrasting Viper's Pit. This is an observer's nightmare. And Grizzly's going to be the first one for the defending squad to peek around in no man's land. Swings around yellow. Doesn't see anything. Decay taking him down to 1. Gets the swing. Tries to outlast the spray and walks into the meat grinder. One Viper Pit falls. Grizzly does find one. Jay picks up an operator kill of his own, and this is just a battle of the bullets right now, spraying into darkness both sides, as it looks like pistols are going to be the ones securing the kills of all of the guns available to the players in both sides of the squad for that round. Pistols were the things that netted the kills. When in doubt, spray it out. I like the way that one ended up. We're at 4-4, folks. Great use of the Viper's ulti to, you know, counteract the retake there. Or counteract the post plant, rather. You say, hey, you know what? You want to play little smoke and mirrors? We got a little bit of our own. And it just, you know, they lacked no confidence. Smooches, or God Alliance, rather, lacked no confidence in setting up that retake. And then it's going to force a timeout out of Smooches here. Collect their thoughts. Trying to break this this cycle of give one, get one, give one, get one. But I'm also curious if this is where Smooches is talking about their game plan, because I think if they had, you know, when they go back and rewatch this VOD, they're going to look to see how much their bait and switch worked that round to where they're going to kick themselves for hesitating so long to push back B. They started pressure B, they re-evaluated to try to move back to A, and then as soon as, you know, Mommy Shark found that pick, just all of the defenders decided to give up their posts on B site, and it was wide open. However, they hesitated just enough to get defenders, let defenders have a little bit of a foot in the door, and God Alliance, you know, they capitalized perfectly. Default start. Spike's actually making its way towards A, and look at this forward setup for Jay. The operator off angle, surely no one's going to be prepared for this. The drone, gonna try to clear it out. Hunter's Fury actually is the first one to take a tag. Jay, first one to follow up with a kill. The crossfire coming from Kitchen with this Sova in Grizzly that was just a dangerous area for this attacking squad to be, and now they've got their sights set onto A. They're pushing forward, but it is kind of a tough task. Dollar does take down 2. Spike does fall into nest, and Dollar can't get there. Slimmy holding it down in A. Great start to the round. Execution. Great follow-up for the mid-game round execution as well. I just like the kill box that they set up for B long. I mean, you got to assume that got into the heads of the attackers. Now there's nobody at B long. They're like, hey, if that's where the chamber wants to sit with this operator, we're going to choose to take our business elsewhere. Setting up a rendezvous, and it looks like Viper's going to assist as well. 3 sitting from mid to A. Grizzly gonna peek up Boiler. Oh, actually, the mid aggression. This is the Grizzly that we saw a couple of rounds ago, and it looks like attacking squad's not even gonna hesitate. Here comes the null command to try to push back the defenders off of site, and they've got full control. Robbie does get the first kill of the round, make that 2. Promptly traded back by Ramen, and the Spike does get down, but only before a couple of teammates fall. This 4-man retake. Surely God Alliance gonna use the man advantage. Shock Dart trying to clear out screens. The drone does tag the Viper on the site, knows exactly where they are. but the trade spray doesn't actually come in favor.
One enemy
Slimmy holding it down, finds 2 more, and even nets the 3K to save Nebula's life. Nebula kind of caught in an awkward position, reloading, looking enemy square in the face, but I'm telling you, man, Slimmy is absolutely holding it down and wreaking havoc on this Sage. 12-6-4, still has the Resurrection available. This is a nasty lurking Sage. Starts off usually around kitchen, maybe pokes her head out around tube, and swings to the site where they get the most pressure and ends up coming in big. So, as a God Alliance team member, you're kind of moraling around your teammates here. Everybody showing up big. No one lacking confidence to do what they need and get the job done.
You want to play,
Smooches.
let's play.
Trying to take back control of the steering wheel here. Tour de Force does come out. He is holding belt with it. Operator on the adjacent side does end up picking up the first kill of the round. Mommy Shark hoping to get a nice peek. Catch God Alliance with their hand in the cookie jar. Full set of util out for everybody. Robbie using the tailwind to dash back onto site towards the teammates. And this defending squad actually might look to give up pressure on A. They kind of sniff out that the spike hasn't made its commitment yet. This is the lurking Sage that we were talking about. Started A, now promptly holding mid with a crossfire trading teammate in the Sova. And as soon as I say that, the attacking squad do find an opportunity to break onto site. Let's see how they choose to use so. 0-point knife does come out, followed up by some Viper utility, and it looks like they are able to get themselves onto site. Slimmy using the resurrection to bring back the teammate chamber. And the plant's going to go down, but this is going to be a really tough post-plant hold for the attacking squad. Nobody's playing off-site. Everybody's playing Viper Pit, except for the Sova with the recon information. Everybody's slipping, sliding around in this Viper's Pit, and this is just one of those blind matches that we've seen before. Robbie getting the job done with the Blade Storm updraft. And although they launched the Viper's Pit to be able to, you know, kind of throw a wrench in the retake plans of God Alliance still kept controlled and poised. Didn't hesitate to retake.
Last round. in the half.
That was kind of nasty. I almost wonder how much presence the resurrection there helped. Just to have an extra body in situations that are so lurky like that help it tremendously, because then instead of playing for, you know, the peeker's advantage, you're just trying to play for the trades. You have body advantage. Let's go for it. But we'll see how this last round and a half ends up. 7-4 currently in favor of God Alliance. Smooches. A couple of ults available. I'm sure we'll see the Nightfall to get onto site. However, unsure which site that is yet. Fearful push towards B long, knowing that the operator could be anywhere. However, the operator's made its way through A main, clearing out areas of where the enemies could be, and God Alliance reacting perfectly, lingering heavy towards this B site. Oh, look at the trades, actually. I didn't even realize Budai was hanging out in spawn. Gets a little bit of chip damage onto Jay. Forces him to run away with his tail between his legs. And here we go. Viper's Wall, followed up by the Nightfall, does secure another plant setup for this attacking squad. And not only that, they did pick up a kill with the Bulldog and Ramen. Grizzly finding 2 of his own, a shock dart to boot. Holy smokes, getting work done there. Mommy Shark in the lurk, does get a kill, but it's going to fall for it. No, ends up getting around. What was that, dude? Playing a little bit of jump bouncy house to try to get around the corner and end up meeting with his teammates on yellow. Buddha keeping the pressure on. Confidence, knowing that they still have full HP, full shields. The spike is ticking away. Slimmy trying to get the job done. Unfortunately falling right before their teammate Jay, and we ended half 7-5, you guys. Teams are going to be switching. And I think I got an overlay for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we've got a pretty nasty game here. These teams are going toe for toe.
That's a good spot.
Wait, no, that's not right. This one. These teams are going toe for toe for sure. If we saw aggressive lurking out of the Sage on defense, I'm curious what we're going to see out of this Sage on offense. I cast her, cursed at her, unfortunately. Got to 12 kills. I called it out. Hasn't been able to pick up a kill since. Mommy Shark coming in big there on the chamber, and you know what it was? It was the mid-round lurking. Again.
I can't use that.
We see the spike set up towards A. Viper's Wall dissecting the site, giving the attacking team a little bit of, a little bit of breathing room to get closer. But this is where, as an attacker, you got to wonder, what are you getting closer for? And Slimmy right there got closer for a one-way ticket straight to spectator mode. Buddha using the Prowler to clear Robbie out from underneath Heaven. Gets the tailwind away, and look at this lurk right here. Jay, what in the world? How did they know that they're there? There's all kinds of people falling on A, and yet there's still 2 lurkers around B. I love the intuition. Buddha taking control of A. Starts the defuse. Fear, going to be the first one to come in contact with Jay. However, Buddha falls off the defuse, nets the 3K, and that was a great hold to start the second half if you're a Smooches fan. Smooches! Smooches indeed. Let's see how the attackers choose to handle this round, as they are set behind in the economy. It does look like a gun. Actually, Buddha flipping their Spectre from the previous round. Wait, did we just... Who bought the Vandal last round? No, they didn't. They ended that round with a Spectre. Or no, they didn't. That was the gun round. That was the pistol round. So yeah, they ended up getting enough kill credits to be able to pick up a Vandal and still have light shields. Surely that's going to be a heroic weapon this round. We'll keep an eye on it moving forward, as it looks like the defending team chooses to take forward control of mid. Chamber lurking in kitchen, trying to keep an eye out on anybody that's making their way under tunnel, as it looks like Jay's going to be the first one to make their way into tunnel. Surely crossing the path of Mommy Shark, and, Headhunter versus Spectre. You don't know what's going to come out on top, but this time it was Spectre. Where their teammates falls, they just immediately bull rush through onto B site, and they're going to be running into this KO, and KO found 2 kills right now. Ramen throwing down all the util, trying to pick up a 3K, but the teammates are just smell blood in the water. That's the type of round you expect with the lack of purchase power from this attacking squad. Now they've got a gun round coming in, and they're going to have a favorable opportunity, as they all have Vandals, full shields, full utility sets. Bonus coming in for Smooches. Let's see how much work they try to get done here. B-site. Ramen is making B-site their domain right now. I love it. 0-point knife. Ooh, maybe change their minds. Oh, tactical fraud. Oh, we got a little bit of word that there is a tactical pause needed. Nobody told me how to do that, so give me 1 second while I figure this out. It's got to be under general, right? Hey, I'm just glad we're at 7-7, all right? Both of these teams came to play. Nobody's rolling over yet. It is towards the end of the day, and they're still making sure that they give it all, put their grit forward. And I'm not 100% sure. It's got to be a setting, right? Hold, please. I think, we got something for this, actually. We got something for this, all right? Okay, we are absolutely nowhere in terms of making progress. I'm sure somebody in chat is telling me tactical callouts. Tactical callouts? No. Tactical radio command. It seems like both sides are actually okay with just making this, giving themselves a 4-second breathing window as soon as they're ready to go. And it looks like Fear did reconnect. He good now. And it looks like we're ready to continue. Round 15, ladies and gentlemen, to recap, we're 7-7. Guns are falling in favor right now of God Alliance. However, the round has fallen in favor of Smooches. So let's see who chooses to take the wheel after the pause. And it looks like God Alliance wasting no time to get onto site right now, doing some check sprays, followed by a drone, actually, to try and get a little bit of recon information. And Smooches are choosing to do a retake here as the defending members fall back and end up... Dollar ends up getting a kill, actually. What is that fadeaway kill? Nebula's going to run into 2 lurking members of the Smooches retake squad. Buddha trying to sniff this one out. Who's going to be quicker on the trigger? It looks like it's Fade. And now God Alliance are in a little bit of trouble here. They have enemies at their front. They have enemies at their back. And unfortunately, unable to get a foothold in this post-plant setup. The last man standing for this attacking squad. And Jay put in a really, really tough position there. Defenders stay on top as they end up picking up the round and getting the guns off of the attacking side squad. And now the economy is really hurting for this God Alliance squad. What netted them out is some really strong defensive rounds has, you know, they kind of lost a little bit of steam switching roles here on the attacking side. Nonetheless, we still have many rounds ahead of us. And if I can cast or curse anything, I'm going to cast a curse an overtime series. Let's hear it. Let's get some overtimes in chat. Overtime Pog. Unless you're a fan of one of these two teams, for then you just want an absolute shutout. Fade trying to get control of this mid area. Actually throws out a haunt. Doesn't get any information. Here's a little bit of movement around mid, but that's all that the attacking squad's going to give them. Spike's making its way towards B long, and this KO is the only one that's actually holding B. Fade does get the kill into tube and maintain control around mid, and let's see if God Alliance are going to be able to punch their ticket onto B site right now while this KO is just running a terror as a defender. Buddha all over the place. Gotta kill mid, gotta kill B. And keeping it going, the Prowler sent out, followed by the 0-point knife, does get information. There's the haunt. 2 get pinged out. They know that the Spike still has to be lingering around here. And Ramen picks up the kill. This is a 2-man death squad holding down B. Mommy Shark says, wait a minute, 2 people? No. I'm here too, baby. And it looks like this Sova's going to have to run away, but first going to run into the Viper. Dollar sitting here.
30 seconds left.
Be very, very quiet. Grizzly gets a kill with the Sheriff trying to find more, playing their life. Unfortunately, unable to do so. And holy smokes, the rounds are just getting absolutely suffocated right now by this Smooches defending squad. 4 in a row for them since we swapped halves. They find themselves 2 rounds up with a 3-point ult advantage. We'll see where Buddha chooses to drop the Nightfall. I'm going to be 100% honest. Buddha is freaking all over the place. If you're an attacking member in God Alliance, how do you even predict where this Buddha's going to be? Oh, taking a little bit of fall damage there, actually, and we saw it. You saw it here, folks. They're going to be like, I don't know what the big problem is. I didn't see anything. Mommy Shark pushing up close. Look at this angle with the tour de force. Doesn't get a kill, but rendezvous to safety. Holy smokes. No, they did. They actually got damage onto Robbie. 48. Holy smokes. What a wall bang. Unfortunately, gets him in the leg. Drone coming out just to see if the coast is clear. It is not. Spike hasn't moved off, and it looks like it's made its way towards underneath belt. Slimmy charged with the task of moving the goods, and look at this lurk from Jay. I know that nobody's pushed up mid yet, but this is going to be one of the reasons they swing to B if the attacking squad in God Alliance choose to throw out utility on A and reposition. But Look, they've waited. They've waited so long. And A site's wide open. They finally throw down the Viper's wall, followed by a couple of other utilities, and it looks like they've found their way with a little bit of a foothold into A site. The lurking chambers mid are going to be running into each other. Spike goes down. Let's see who gets the kill first. No. Defending chamber falls away, and it looks like Robbie's going to make sure that the defending teammate falls as well. Rendezvous back to safety, and this 5-man retake, or this 5-man post-plant hold, rather, it looks like it's set up for some success. Viper's Pit is available, and it looks like they're going to use that for the retake. KO taps the spike, trying to draw some members in. Getting the trade is Slimmy and Jay, and Bobby Shark and Fear seal the deal with the defending squad retake. On the back of that Viper's Pit, I gotta say, that was probably the only reason they won that round. God Alliance set up perfectly for it. They all chose. They knew that they had Jay sitting back into attacking side spawn, watching the flank, so they chose to all play off-site. But instead, the Viper's Pit forces them to rethink their positioning and rush back onto site into the awaiting arms of this Smooches squad. They find themselves at 10, folks. They don't necessarily have ults at their back, but Buddha has his, and if you're a Smooches fan, you got to say that that's enough. Sitting on 15 kills right now, only 9 deaths. You know, when you're playing in these solo queue matches and you've got a teammate that lurks, usually they end up having more deaths than kills, but not for this Smooches squad. Fade. Sending the Haunt out, getting control of mid, and it looks like Dollar is set on A-site duties yet again. Viper Wall does actually dissect it in half, but I don't think he knows that Robbie's here. Oh no, he's a little bit too slow on the draw, and Dollar actually picks up the kill. The Blade Storm nets no advantage for the attacking squad. However, they do get the spike down yet again. If you're God Alliance, you got to rethink how you're holding right now, because so far you've been able to get the spike down every single time, and you haven't been able to hold and secure the round. Nightfall does come out, but it looks like they get caught in the backside. Slimmy does pick up a kill, but not before getting traded. And holy smokes, what are these retakes? These retakes are disgusting. Now they have the null command. 7-11, you guys. We're really hoping for that overtime now. But Smooches just have an absolute stranglehold on this second half. Gun round going to be coming in for the God Alliance squad. No, it's going to be a mixed buy. 3 ARs, 1 Spectre. Let's see how Robbie chooses to play. He doesn't have access to the Blade Storm, however, so it's going to be a little bit tough to go with a lower econ gun. Does end up picking up the Vandal with a light shields, and let's see what this God Alliance squad is able to do in terms of stopping the bleeding. They need a little bit more than a band-aid at this point. Rendezvous going to be the one to peek out. It's Jay. Spots the jump peeking KO, and Mommy Shark actually ends up getting picked off. Slow to use the TP. KO just flashes and gets out of there. You see nothing. I was never here. Chooses wisely to fall back off of sight, allowing opportunity for his team members to rotate, and the trademark does actually end up spotting out Buddha and Fear on the lurk, as it looks like this retake now netted into a man advantage. How did that happen? Here comes the resurrection. We found ourselves in a 3v3, folks. There is no spike down yet. The 3 attacking members are corralled onto B yellow as they slowly make their way off of site. 45 seconds. They kind of have to make a decision here. We're getting to that point to where they don't have enough time to get to A. If it gets around to 25 seconds or so, then they have to commit to whatever site they're closest to. And it looks like right now they are choosing to make their slow rotation to A, and Buddha's already here. He doesn't even, like, he's not buying into any sort of utility that this Viper's throwing at B. And here we go, 23 seconds. It's off to the races, you guys. The gates are open and the horses are running, and the retake squad actually knows that it's going to be at A. They are already here. They are already early. The Haunt, followed by a Tether, does actually get Grizzly, and he doesn't even care. He has no time. The Viper's Pit is going to secure a little bit of a death trap for this retaking squad. However, we've seen this before fall in favor still of the retaking squad in Smooches. Let's see if God Alliance have what it takes to net themselves a win finally, and it looks like Grizzlies have won to draw first blood. Jay follows up with a kill of his own, and there we go. Got a Lions. Break the curse. Pump the brakes. And say, hey, we're still in this, baby. 8-11, you guys. Attacking squad nets themselves first round of the half. Whew. They needed that. That was pretty much a must win. They do have a little bit of fallback money now. Full buy, full shields, 2 operators on the map, 2 teams, 1 winner. Grizzly sending out a recon bolt. Traded out by a Haunt. Doesn't get a whole lot of information, and this is kind of a slow-moving default for this God Alliance squad. They say, hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We just took a round, but we kind of did it slow. We did it precise. We did it by the book. Let's make sure that we still play to our advantage. Trademark going to spot out Jay unless he doesn't know it's there. He's holding an off angle. I think he's going to get spotted out. He... Teleport does get killed by Mommy Shark. Oh, here we go. Surely he's going to be able to catch up Fear in the rotation. There comes the Hunter's Fury, and he hasn't moved yet. He's actually going to get peeked behind. The Viper's going to find him. Oh, he went under the tube instead of in the tube. This chamber is just holding fast on Kitchen. Finally repositioning, and are you kidding me? It's the time that Viper chooses to come through the window. There's the trademark, spots him out, but before it's too late that Jay finds the kill, and oh my gosh, TP's actually into the waiting arms of Buddha. Finds the kill. Robbie picks up one of his own, and it's a 2v2, you guys. Prowler clearing out back yellow. The spike is ticking, putting pressure on this retake squad. There goes a little bit of a tether, and Grizzly ends up wall-banging the 2 defending members in the same line of fire. That's 2 back-to-back rounds for God of Lions. Do we have a comeback? Let's go. How much did Jay buy with that? What felt like an eternity of a lurk hold in Kitchen. Just half a foot away from that trademark, that Mommy Shark trademark on Kitchen. If you're, like, when you rewatch this as a Smooches player, you realize, okay, maybe we should throw that trademark a little bit farther down tunnel there. He was, like, basically inside Kitchen door, and it wasn't going off. And was able to net a kill before falling himself. And even though it was a trade, a 1v1 trade, I gotta say, it was still just the, the wrench, the element of chaos that the defenders had to think about. Okay, there's somebody behind us now. Like, this isn't, a front-to-back fight. We kind of have to look from all over, look over our shoulder, look at all these different angles. And even though Buddha does end up picking up the kill after the rendezvous, it still was enough for them to double think, like, okay, how are we gonna go about retaking this? Whew, needless to say, a minute now on this round as is the God Alliance trademark to push a little bit slower. Viper Pit actually prompted out from the defending squad, and sprays are going to come out from God Alliance squad. However, they don't find anything, and instead are going to find themselves running away to B site, potentially into the awaiting arms of Mommy Shark. Going to cross Jay's presence first, gets the kill. Great positioning if you are a defending member on this A site. There's still 3 members holding down B with a Viper's Pit. That is so much presence holding down B, and God Alliance kind of played this a little bit perfectly. They are pushing onto site. Mommy Shark doesn't have an opportunity actually to TP away, so they ends up trading for it. And it's a 3-man post plant right now. A couple of shock darts do come in, miss their mark, but that's okay. Haunt does spot somebody out on mid, on this mid generator area. And now God Alliance falling off of the spike, choosing to play post plant a little bit farther away. Slimmy picks up 1. Nebula picks up a 2nd. And now it's up to Fear and Buddha. Last man standing for this defending squad. He is getting closer than this defending squad would feel comfortable with, but it doesn't matter. They say, come at me, bro. That's 3 in a row for God Alliance squad. We're at 10-11. And we've got a full buy gun round coming at us. With the exception of Jay. Nope, Jay's going to be able to get purchased. It actually looks like with the exception of Mommy Shark, choosing to opt in for a Bulldog. However, one point away from that tour de force. So maybe if they get an early pick here, they would draw that out to try to secure them heading to map point. A 3-member hold anchoring down A site. However, they're not going to be met with the attacking squad and God Alliance just yet. Ye pushing through the Viper's orb, gets under tube, spots the barrel of the gun of Dollar, knows that there's somebody here. Swinging and clearing angles ever so slowly. Dollar surely has no idea how far Jace made it up, and this is the lurking chamber we love to see. Immediate gives the opportunity to get onto site, and there we go. There's a tour de force available on both sides. Popped in one. Fear, unfortunately, getting picked off, heading up the stairs. Tour de force, unable to get more than that. Mommy Shark now making the Bulldog go to work. 2 retake members swinging out through mid, 1 lurking around Snowman. All 4 members of this post-plant hold are sitting off-site around B yellow and B long. The ult orb slow surely buys them enough time, followed up by the Prowler, and there we go. A fragment's going to cut off the backside from this attacking squad and split them in half. Buddha has to put the freaking round on his back. Oh, and unable to do so. Grizzly puts an end to it. Make a wish. It's 11-11, you guys. This is the match you wanted to close out the day. 11-11. Oh. God Alliance somehow came to their senses after that tactical pause. And here we go. A similar setup. They drop the spike down towards spawn. They say, let's take our time. Smooches sniff it out. They got 3-man pushing early. They got 3-man pushing aggro mid. They have to. They've got a mixed buy. 1 Sheriff, 1 Spectre, 1 Bulldog. Buddha playing the close angle. He does have Nightfall. Surely he shouldn't use it. They hear that there's a million members of this God Alliance squad taking control of A right now. And look at this close angle from Jay. He knows he has the superior gun. However, he still tries to make the battlefield on the enemy territory. Nets 1, nets 2, almost gets the 3K. And now it's down to Buddha, unfortunately, with just the Sheriff. He's only going to be able to pick up 1 kill there. And you guys, God Alliance was down 4 or 5 rounds. Took absolute control of the field trip and said, no, you know, I don't really want to go this direction. We're going to U-turn this bus, and we're going to send it across town. Match point right now in the back pocket of God Alliance. However, because of an intelligent eco round decision out of Smooches, they have a full economy plus a Nightfall at the ready. Let's see how God Alliance choose to use their ult advantages. Robbie getting aggro, actually using an updraft onto B long. No one's there to challenge. The 0 point comes out from KO to actually spot out that Robbie's there. Let's see if he uses the Blade Storm. Wasn't able to get much done with it last time it was available, so let's see how much he is going to get available with it this time. Jay, what is this lurk? He gets absolute control of mid. Oh, only able to get 1. Promptly swung and traded by Dollar. Great decision making out of this Viper and great position holding out of this Viper. On the other hand, the attacking Viper drops the pit, followed quickly by the barrier orb, and actually there's the plant. Grizzly's the one chosen to do so. Gets it down, throws a recon bolt out to try to get a little information, and there we go. There's 2. Here comes the Blade Storm. It's Robbie trying to get a little bit of a redemption with this utility, and the Nightfall pushed on by Buddha, trying to get the retake happening. Doesn't get any kills with the blades and ends up falling. It's a full-on retake effort from this defending squad. It's down to Slimmy. Has the resurrection, gets the 2 kill, gets the 3K. Are you kidding me, Slimmy? What was that? Gets an insane flick towards B yellow to net the 3K on the round and secure it for God Alliance. Holy smokes, are you guys serious right now? Jeez. Woo! Look at that. Slimmy picking up the 3K in the end, in the late game rounds, the deciding ones, netting themselves 23 on the map. Oh, holy smokes. Fun play, you guys. Great games, great matches. Let's do a round of applause to the teams. Round of applause to the teams. Thank you for playing God Alliance. Thank you for playing Smooches. Thank you so much to the viewers, everybody that came by my channel. We will be live for more games ahead of us as the tournament pushes forward. As I said, you guys, it is a 5-week tournament. Round robin groups change every week. This is week 1, and if you think this is a testament to how the 5-week journey is going to be, if you think that's a testament to how the 5-week journey is going to be, then you better strap in and you better follow that tournament on Battle5. Follow the Discord, you guys, Aerial Series X. Follow their Twitter. Feel free to follow my Twitter as well. You guys, that was fun. Thank you so much for having me. We'll be back for more Aerial Series tournament later. We'll see you guys later. Peace. GG's. Got a Lions.